Over 9 seasons in the NFL, linebacker Sam Acho gained a reputation as a physical defender and a locker room mentor. I love that. But it is off the field where he's made his biggest impact. Acho was twice nominated for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award for his service in the Chicago community, as well as in his parents' home country of Nigeria. He has continued that work since retirement and now serves as an ambassador for the International Justice Mission. His new book is Change Starts With You, Following Your Fire to Heal a Broken World. It aims to help readers achieve their dreams and make the world a better place. Sam Acho, welcome. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
So excited about your book. Now, you call this not a how-to book, but a
let's do book.
What does that mean?
Well, so many people write books and it's like, hey, this is how you do this or how you do that. But my book is really an idea of, like, how do we do this together? The change we want to make in the world, whether it's in our families, in our communities, in our cities, or even in ourselves, how do we do that together? And so this book really helps guide me and others of how to make a change in the world.
Because it's so often like we all want to do more, but you don't really know where to start.
Yeah.
And obviously the title is Change Starts With You, but you really give tangible guidelines for how people can just take small steps to find that mission and kind of not make it so overwhelming to give back.
Yeah, I played 9 years in the NFL, and I had a football coach who said once that little things done well make big things happen. Talked about little things done well make big things happen. And so often we think that we want to make these huge strides and make these major changes, but we don't know where to start. And sometimes all you have to do is start with the little things, the people in front of you, to your left or to your right. Maybe those issues that are on your heart, the things that are really like making you angry or sad or bringing you a little bit of pain. What if you address those things and then address those issues in your own heart and then watch the healing begin? And so those little things that you can focus on, I think they can make a huge, huge change.
Speaking of other football references, points of advice that you say help off the field, one of your other quotes is, eyes take your hands, hands take your feet. What are you saying there?
Well, in the football sense, we always talk about what you focus on, right? If you see a lot, they say you see a lot, you see too much, you don't see anything. But if you see a little, you see a lot, right? So if you focus on one thing, let's say for me, it's like I want to make a change in the city of Chicago where I played and where I lived and where I worked. It's not about this huge world change. No, like there's one person in one city. There's a young girl named Nazaria who I became a really great friend with, 15-year-old girl who we worked together. We actually made a huge change in our community because of that one conversation. I showed up week after week after week. She showed up week after week after week. And so all of a sudden, this one little thing, my eyes focusing on this one person, this one issue, it took my hands. Now let's have a conversation. Then my feet followed. And so in football, we say eyes take your hands, hands take your feet. But it also applies in life.
Well, I mean, this is going to be an all quote-based interview, I think. I also have one. So faith is a big part of your life. Faith is part of the book. And about midway through, you have a line, God can outdream you. What do you mean by that?
So I'm a follower of Jesus, and I'm a man of faith. And we think about dreams, and oftentimes we think that, well, I will never accomplish that, and it's too big or too grandiose, or it'll never be done. And I feel like God's saying, no, just watch. Like, I want you to dream, but just watch. And people talk about faith without works is dead. So believe, but also like go and do and move and act. Don't just believe and sit down and like, I hope it's going to happen. No, I have a dream. Like I gave you a dream. Follow that dream, act on that dream, and watch people join you. And that's the thing we talk about. Even in this book, I talk about this idea of like, I didn't know we were going to make this huge change in Chicago. There was just this passion inside of me, and all of a sudden people started coming. And so it was a bigger dream than I could have imagined, but God outdreams every single one of us. We could all probably look at our examples in our lives. We never thought we'd be here, and there's more to come.
Yeah, and saying it out loud, too.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
You were taking us to church this
Yeah, right.
So you and I have met before
Yeah.
because we did a story together, A More Perfect Union, for CBS Mornings about your work in Chicago. Tell us about the work, what inspired it, and what you guys did.
So I played for the Chicago Bears for 4 years, and I always wanted to go to a place where I could make an impact in my community, in my city, in the place where I lived and where I worked. And I saw something. It was right around COVID when George Floyd was killed, and you turn on the TV and it's looting and it's rioting and it's chaos. And I decided to get some teammates and some friends together and just check it out. Like, let's see what's going on. And first we listened to some kids in the community, some police officers, some athletes, but also we took a tour of the west side of Chicago. And on our tour, we saw a food desert. Yes, we saw, buildings boarded up and broken glass. We saw this place that was no healthy food, no food at all. There were 2 grocery stores and 17 liquor stores in a half-mile radius. And so little old me, I'm thinking, well, I'm an athlete. I like to eat food. I don't know much about like building restaurants and stuff. But some young entrepreneurs, we call them, came together and said, what if we could tear down one of the liquor stores and turn it into a food mart? And so that's what we got a chance to do. And it's funny, when we connected, that was right at the very beginning stages of this idea. And now, a few years later, it's become this full-blown, now it's a pop-up mart, but it's turning into a permanent food mart.
And look at that. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable.
Speaking of unbelievable, by one estimate, there is a 0.023% chance of any given youth football player making it to the NFL, and you've got 2 NFL players in your family. So what's going on? I'm talking about your brother, Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah, so our parents obviously did a great job. My mom and dad were both born and raised in Nigeria. So when they hear football, they think soccer, like the one.
Right.
But there was an opportunity, and obviously education was huge for us and our family. But all of a sudden, my brother and I went to this football camp at USC back in 05 and 06, and they were at this national powerhouse, and got discovered. And all of a sudden, I got scholarships from all these different schools, right? God can outdream you. I did not plan on going to play football in college, let alone professionally. Well, fast forward 9 years later, I played 4 years in college, went to a national championship, played a 9-year NFL career. But one thing I realized is that was just the beginning. My real passion and real purpose is starting now. It's in changing the world, changing people's eyes, their minds, their hearts, and also changing mine as well.
I love that, because making it to the NFL is the end goal for so many people. And you're saying that was just the beginning. That was the preamble.
Yeah.
Sam Acho, thank you so much for joining us. The book is Change Starts With You, and it is on sale now.